Hello, and welcome to another FAQ Monday. I am your host, Fluff, and hopefully you got your cereal, or your breakfast burrito, or your dinner, depending on where you're at in the world, or like me, you have your coffee, because it's going to be a good FAQ Monday, hopefully. I'm about to film it. I haven't filmed it, but I think it's going to be pretty good. I think so. First question! V-shaped necks, yay or nay? I haven't tried one in a really long time. However, I remember not being prepared for the V, as we say, and it was shocking, and it was terribly uncomfortable to me at that time. But that was like 10 years ago, and I don't know, maybe my tastes have changed. I don't know, but I mean, I definitely don't play guitars and think, this neck shape really needs to be a V shape. For those of you who have never tried a V-necked guitar, old Strats, some of the Dean stuff, I believe Dimebag Darrell's Dean from Hell was a V-shaped neck. The back of the neck is literally like a V with a light roundness on the edge. I mean, it's kind of wild feeling, but I know Eric Clapton's Blackie Strat was a V-neck as well. So you know what? To each their own. I'm not judging. I'm not being a Vist, as it were, but I don't really think they're for me. Would you still buy Fishman Fluence modern pickups or some other model? Actually, the last set of Fishman pickups that I bought were Fishman Fluence moderns for my growler, which you'll see in the video tomorrow. I mean, that was a while ago. That was a couple of months ago. But if you find yourself unsure of the passive versus active thing, I would honestly get the Willie Adler model, because Voice 1 is a very passive, hot Paffy Duncan-esque. They're like his JB pickups that he liked a lot. And then Voice 2 is the Fluence modern, the more active voice, more compressed, a lot of output, good for the chugs. But you get kind of the best of both worlds with the Willie Adler set. So I would definitely recommend those if you like the appeal of the Fishman Fluence stuff, but are afraid to leave the passive world. What's the best way to explain to your friends / girlfriends / parents on why you need to have multiple guitars? There's a few different reasonings that you could use depending on the scenario and the situation. If you're at like a family dinner, the excuse that I like to go to is guitars are like shoes. That's right. You need different shoes for different applications. You're not gonna go hike in a pair of Nike tennis shoes, are ya? And you're not gonna play tennis, if you play tennis. I don't know why you would play tennis if you're watching this show. But if you do play tennis, you're not gonna do that in some steel-toed work boots. So the right tool for the right job is kind of the angle I go for, and I will customize it to whatever family member's profession, if I know it, when I'm talking to them. So if they're, I don't know, if they're a guy, well, chances are like your dad, he gets it. He gets it with the whole tool thing, wrenches, need lots of impact sockets, things like that. But your mom, yeah, my mom asked me not infrequently, why do you need so many guitars, honey? So, I mean, or you could just set something on fire and then divert attention as well. You've done videos about the Kemper and the Line 6 Helix. How come you've never done one with the Fractal AxeFx all these years? There's a few smaller reasons, but honestly, the main reason why I never did a Fractal video is not because I couldn't get one, because I had access to them really early on before the channel really started being a thing. Honestly, and I'm gonna be totally honest with you guys, I didn't like the culture that surrounded the Fractal back in the day. I'm talking pre-Kemper, or maybe like right when the Kemper came out, but I'm talking like 2011-ish, 2012-ish, something like that. I didn't like the culture that would follow every single Fractal video, or like on the forums. I was really into forums at the time, and there were amp guys, and then there were the digital guys. There was really no gray area at that time as I recall it, and as I experienced. So it was either these guys that were just coming in and going, that were really mean and kind of vile about being Fractal fanboys, or the guys that were like super pro old school tube amp were also as vile about the digital stuff, and especially the Fractal AxeFx, because I really think that was a new generation of the older guys or the old school guys feeling genuinely threatened. I just didn't want to get involved in the culture of it all, because back then, I mean, a lot of the Fractal guys were really just kind of mean, and I didn't want any of that on the channel, to be totally honest. It's been years since I have felt that way, and honestly, these days, I honestly don't care. I would totally have a Fractal on the channel, but my buddy Jason, who had one for years and years and years, he had an AxeFx too. He actually literally just sold it in place of his Line 6 Helix, so I no longer have one, or access to one. But it'll happen someday at some point, I'm sure. And now, Fluff reads a tweet. Who coined the phrase, coin a phrase? My suggestion to you this week is to check out the new Architect song, Doomsday. This song came out a few weeks ago. It is a new song from the Architects, and it's mixed by Nolly Get Good. Sounds amazing. It's an amazing song. I love it. I love Architects. Big fan. Friends of mine. And yeah, if you haven't checked it out, please do so right now. I'll put my links down below in the description. You've been wonderful. I've been Fluff. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.